What's up, everybody? We are here to talk about this man, Theo Hernandez, the best left back in the game and one of the most overpowered players in the game without a doubt. But I am here to tell you why he will hurt your team unless you are one of the top pros in the world or defend like one of the top pros in the world and can manually control him to override the AI that makes Theo Hernandez a liability to your defense. Yes, when he's around the ball, he is incredible. When he's on the ball, running up that left side, he is incredible. But many of you will notice that when your opponent scores, he is just way out of position. And some of you may not notice and are giving up goals because of Theo that you didn't even realize were because of him. So let's take a look at some of these clips. Now, it is my opponent that has Theo Hernandez because I do not and will not use him. I just did the brand new Mendy SBC, so we'll go into some clips from him later. But I want you to note the positioning of Theo Hernandez and how he's never really tight on his mark. He's sort of just standing there, but not really defending, whereas other wingbacks will grab their mark, especially in dangerous situations like you're seeing on screen. Right here, Maradona runs right across the front of his face, and he doesn't do a thing. An easy tap in if the ball's played to Maradona there. Same in this situation. You see Maradona does a tricky little run, but Theo Hernandez still could get in front of him, get goal side of him, and he doesn't. He's just sort of aimlessly standing there, not even worried about the fact that Maradona is there for the tap-in. Now, Neymar does a little trickery and scores himself, but any other time, that's a Maradona tap-in. And the reason why is in the player roles. You see here, and on all three of his cards, you will see he does not have a player role plus or a player role plus plus on the fullback. Now, he does have the position listed, so we can still play it, and most players will just use him on fullback, either defend or balance, because that is the best for your wingbacks. As you see here, these are my tactics. I have both my wingbacks on fullback balance, and you see Mendy has fullback on the plus role. And you absolutely can tell the difference in game. Just a few examples here. You see Mendy, top left of the screen, opponent has the ball. In this situation, Theo would be just sort of aimlessly standing near his marker, but not really aware or in any type of position to defend his marker. Right when the danger comes, Mendy's ready to go, and when I switch to him or do a partial team press with him, he is in position to immediately be where he needs to be to win the ball back, whereas Theo, because of his aimless kind of wandering, will not be in a good position when you switch to him or try to do a partial team press to go and win the ball back, and it puts you behind the 8-ball. You see here, Mendy constantly in the right position, constantly aware of his mark, whereas Theo will constantly cost you because he is out of position. You see here again, nowhere near in a position to defend Maradona. If that comes across, then Theo just cost you a goal, and that will happen a lot. So, how is it that Theo Hernandez is the best then? I'm saying he's the best, but I'm showing all these negative things, and I'm saying he will cost your defense. Well, around the ball and on the ball, he is a monster. He is so tenacious, he wins nearly every tackle, and then, even if you're fortunate enough to beat him, which doesn't happen often, he will recover, and then most likely he will win the ball a second time, and then he'll come back a third and a fourth until you're lucky enough to get a shot off, or he eventually does get the ball, and then he will fly down that wing, and he will be hard to get the ball off of. Even if you make a tackle on him somewhere up the line, he once again will be tenacious and most likely tackle the ball back and go right back to flying down the wing. He is ridiculous when he is on or near the ball. However, if you do not have a good manual hold on him, like I said earlier in the video, he will cost you, like I showed. That is how he will be time and time again, where he's just not tight on his mark. Why the best pros in the world are great with him is because they do a ton of manual switching and they are able to override that kind of lack of AI ability defensively. So then, when they do control him, or they do press with him, or they do get him the ball and push up in the attack with him up the wing, he is incredible. However, it's the same thing as when players copy the tactics of the top pros and then they go and struggle or maybe even do worse and they're scratching their head. Not every player can play that way. Not every player can use every player, right? No matter how good they may be for somebody else, like the top players in the world, because how good they are manually, that player may not be as useful for you. So take a closer look at Theo Hernandez and your team, and if he is hurting you, you need to switch him out, and you will immediately notice a different defensively. You will immediately notice that your marks are tighter covered, and you're not giving up as many goals. With that being said, keep grinding, keep having fun. Please like and subscribe for more. Appreciate you. Peace out.